Right, then this is synthesis, where you combine something into a single sentence. Now, usually the examiners tell you what word to begin with. This is in foul. In home language, they will say something like, make it a complex sentence. And you're expected as the student to know the difference between a simple, compound, and complex sentence. Foul students, they are forcing you to make a complex sentence by giving you this conjunction, which will end up creating an adverbial clause. So both foul and home language get this question, where you are given sentences that you have to combine into one sentence, but you're asked it in a slightly different way. So home language students, make sure you know the difference between a simple, compound, and complex sentence. And if you don't, just tell me and I'll do it again next time. Okay, so we've got to begin with when. Look at the two sentences. Right, can we put the when there? No. Why? Because if I use when like that, I say something like, I smiled when you greeted me. Two things happened, correct? Yes? There was the smiling and there was the greeting. What happened first? The greeting, correct. So you greeted me and you said, Sawubona, Janet. And I said, Yebo, unjani. And then I smiled because you greeted me. So this has got to happen first. The when clause, maybe I should change the numbering. The when clause happens first and then the smiling. So what happened first here? Siyabonga sent his mother the emoji and then his mother responded. So the when has to go here. When Siyabonga sent his mother a smiling emoji, comma, she responded with a heart emoji. All right. Reported speech. Again, I'd like to know what the problem is. Okay, what's the first thing you do? You take, oh no, let me use a brighter color than that. That's better. You take out the inverted commas. So you go, Elise said. Now I like the word that because for me it marks the fact that I'm about to go into reported speech. The pronoun. You change first person pronouns to third person. The tense. What tense are we in? Everybody all together? Past tense. I cannot hear any of the crew trying this at all. Past tense. So if in the direct speech I'm in the past tense, in the reported or the indirect speech I must go into the past perfect tense. I've got to go one back into the past, okay? So direct speech, present tense, go back into the past tense, go back into the past, right? That's if this verb is in the past tense, which it is. Okay, so how do I recognize the past perfect? Had plus the verb. So Elise said that she had. Now I need the verb, used. Then I need the emojis, and I'm not going to change emojis. Now, what happens to yesterday? It becomes the day before or the previous day. So what have I done? What changes have I made? Let's see if I can get a different color. I have taken out the inverted commas. I've changed the pronoun. I've changed the tense. And I've changed the reference to time. And I've put a nice full stop at the end and no other punctuation mark except my capital letter. All right. Now, Ellen, that takes care of your questions. So as I said, thank you. Really appreciate it. But I'd like to know what the problems are, because this is off a past paper. I recognize this. I've done this before. At some point in my life, I've definitely done all of this. So a past paper will have the memo on the internet, go onto the DBE website, find the past papers, have a look at the memos, and then tell me where you went wrong. Say, let's say with this, maybe you said, I got this, but I said used. Elise said that she used emojis. Why have I got to use had? And then I can explain why it has to be had. Okay,